Gonna make some baked beans. So first step is to do the overnight soak. We're at our campsite. So some navy beans. You do want to make sure you have enough water because they will soak up and absorb some of that water. I like to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. This just helps break down some of the compounds that make beans sometimes difficult to digest. So personal preference, not required. You really only need water for the soaking, and we'll take care of that in the morning. So it's the morning, let the beans soak all night, and when we put the water in, it was about an inch higher than the level of the beans, and you can see now they've absorbed that water, and they're right about at the water level. So these are ready to drain, and we can just start cooking here. A little pot strainer comes in handy and doesn't take up too much room. All right, time to start the cooking. So we're gonna start with a parboil. Partially cook these and add a few things. Some bay leaf. Some cumin. I'll try, see if the wind will let me. And some ground ginger. So this adds a little bit of flavor, but also it helps break down the compounds in the beans that can make beans a little bit harder to digest. So I like adding them. Adds a nice little bit of flavor. Why not, right? So at this point, I'm adding enough water to cover the beans. If they keep absorbing water and we need more, we will always add more. Stir. Let's get this on the fire. All right, gonna chop up a little bit of bacon now. Start building the base for our campfire baked beans. Which we thought, doing baked beans in the desert was gonna be great. Wasn't expecting the rain to follow us from California. Well, we're still in California, just Eastern California. On our way to Arizona. So we want to strain out some of this cooking liquid. We're going to reserve it in case we need to add some liquid back in, but much easier to add it than to take it out. And we don't need to get all of it out. We want some of it still in there. Let's see, bay leaf on top. I'll just pull that out now. All right, so we have all of our sauce here. This is essentially like a souped up version of barbecue sauce. I started with barbecue sauce, but then I added a bunch of spices and extra molasses and mustard. And that is gonna all go in there. I'll put the full ingredients list on the blog post. But this is where you could go really spicy, you could go really sweet, you could do maple syrup in there, brown sugar, a whole bunch of different things. Actually, I think I want to go with spatula. Scratch our pot. Now it's time to add our bacon, onion, and garlic mixture in with our beans. I'm just gonna scoop those right in. Cooking the bottom just a little bit too much. I'm gonna add some of our liquid back in. Oh, nice. Oh, those are good. Smoky, saucy. Nice big chunks of bacon in there. Perfect.